Had a little hitch in the giddy up there for a second. All right. Back in the Neverwinter Nights, just beat the campaign. The main one. Figured it was a good place to stop that stream. This is going to be a Shadows of Undertide playthrough now, because we beat the main campaign. It's all in a playlist, so it's easily watchable. It was a lot of fun. It was actually more people than usual watching it, so it was fun. I enjoyed it. So there's 3 chapters here: chapter 1, the interlude, and chapter 2. Tales of Underdark. There's 3 chapters. We're doing the Undertide. Chapter 1. Select a pre-made character. Gonna select my pre-made character. You know what I need to do first? Chapter 4. We need to load the character and export them. Chapter 4. Load. Save the character. Character was exported successfully. Yes. Now we can go to new. Because you can make a new character here and start a new class. It can go from level 1 to 12 pretty handily. But the thing is, the next campaign is very much a high-level campaign. So I kind of want to use my old character, obviously. It wouldn't be Tales of Sir Bonkington without it. See, this is characters that I play with my friend, so they're all here. Go ahead and I'm going to start deleting character because there's too many Sir Bonkingtons. See, no reason to have all these. There we go. Drax. Interesting. Sir Bonkington. Just to see, he was originally supposed to look like that. That would have been terrifying. We're keeping you. See, he's got the Rune Hammer Plus too. Alright. Play.
Hilltop, one of many small villages dot the most remote regions of the northern wildlands, known as the Silver Marches. Few would choose so cold and hospitable a land to make their home. Only those seeking a new life to escape their past. It is in Hilltop that your mentor, Master Drogan, chose to settle after a lifetime of adventure. Here, he would pass on his knowledge to you, and a select few others with promise. It is here that evil comes in the shadows, and behind it, a sinister purpose that will see your own promise are they realized in full or extinguished forever?
And here we are, Sir Bonkington. The adventures continue. My footlocker has 50 gold pieces, a focus crystal, Mistress Hand. This ring was one of many forged by Drogon. Excuse me. I've had a lot of bad air quality lately, so I apologize. Drogon retired after a long life of adventure, took in training and would-be adventurers not to get killed. He gave each of them a ring that would teleport them back to him if they found themselves in mortal peril. To power the ring, the user must possess a focus crystal. The focus crystal is consumed during the teleportation. Holy symbol. Seemed as though you were trapped by a great war. All around you the dead were dying. You quickly used up all your spells and potions, and you turned to your medical kits. One soldier after another was brought to you with their wounds. Eventually you had no more energy left. You had to choose, rest or burn yourself out. It was a difficult choice, but you made it decisively, and you lay your hands to as you lay your head to rest. You knew the next day would be even harder than the day before. You awake from the dream and realized that Drogon had been testing you. You passed the test. Drogon told you that had you gone on any longer, you would not have been fit to help anyone the next day. By conserving yourself, you would have saved more lives in the long run. Upon your success, Drogon presented you with this finely crafted symbol of the deity your life is dedicated to. Once per day, you can use this power of the symbol to enhance your healing skills. Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's a cleric item. This is your journal, which chronicles your life as Drogon's Academy. From the day you set foot in the door as the last Eve's entry, all your experiences are contained within. One section of the journal talks about your interaction with the other apprentices. Xanos, the half-orc sorcerer, has a superior attitude that rubs most of the other apprentices the wrong way. Dorna is a dwarven rogue who loves to incite arguments between Xanos and the third apprentice, Mishka. Mishka is a human paladin of Mistra, whose visions of the world is limited to black and white, with nothing between. You are the fourth and senior apprentice. The Drogon has always held respect for you and your abilities. Lately, Drogon has been able to see new apprentices as you term here has nearly reached completion. Your final examination will soon be upon you. Okay. So we keep all our equipment, we keep all our stuff. So you leave a child to die, Mishka? What kind of paladin are you? You're not a paladin, Sir Bongington. I would not expect you to understand. A creature of evil deserves no mercy from the righteous. Oh, and of course, a child could not be raised differently, could it? It would always be an evil creature. It's not about you, Xanos. And besides, you have human blood within to redeem you from your orcish heritage. You humans are all the same. Sometimes I wonder if just redeeming a human blood is really... Bah. Perhaps there's a lesson to be learned in Master Drogon's test that you have not yet thought of, Mishka. Or maybe you're an idiot and you'll never get out of school. Maybe he was trying to teach you that paladins are merciful as well as righteous. You shame me with your wisdom, sir. Of course you are correct. It is no wonder that Master Drogon holds you in such high regard. Bah, who cares what the dwarf regards, then? I came here to learn what I can from him, and that's all. I respect Master Drogon. I respect Master Drogon. He's a learned man with a great wizard. If such book ticking makes one graduate faster, then I question the worth of Master Drogon's little school. Perhaps it is the school's questions your worth, half-orc. For a paladin, you have quite a mouth on you, little girl. Sir, I heard that Master Drogon saying that your final test is coming very soon. Do you think you're ready for it? I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. A reasonable answer. You are more patient than I would be in your shoes. I bet Master Drogon will take away Sir's ring for the final test. Haha. No teleporting about for you. But Master Drogon gave us the rings to keep us safe. They've kept us from being killed during our training. And what better way to test if you're ready to leave the nest, eh? What do you think of that, sir? Ready to lose your ring? Let's see. If Master Drogon believes it's necessary, yes. And Master Drogon tells you to hop about on one foot, would you do that too? Xanos' weak constitution constantly in need of rescuing by the ring. That's why he values it so highly, I think. Shut up, little dwarf. I notice you're no lack of focus crystals to power your precious ring. Better be safe than sorry, I always say. Do you know what your final test will be, sir? Has Master Drogon said anything to you? I expect Master Drogon will test the strength of my faith. Bah, you know nothing. Whatever it is, this cunning little dwarf will not make it easy on you. This dog-eared and well-worn book contains a dozen prayers of Mystra, god of magic, who is often called simply the Lady by her devotees. Use tools. It did not survive the critical hit of the Sir bonking. Oh, weapon of acid, potion of aid, scare, and magic armor. Okay, not bad. He had some stuff to him. There's a fish. There's a storybook that recounts the adventures of many Faerun's best-known heroes. Jam stains scribbled and rendered some of the stories almost illegible, and many of the woodcut illustrations have been enhanced with strategically placed mustaches. Mustache. Okay. So everything's being overrun. So some kobolds. We're 6 experience points. So yeah, remember, this is kind of a lower level campaign, and we're not low level. We're actually higher than this. Is Master Drogon going to be alright? I don't know, to tell the truth. The fact that this poison resists curative magic disturbs me greatly. I shall try my best to aid him. I find it more than a little suspicious that some helpful stranger would show up just as these little creatures attack. How rude. This lady aids us without asking for anything in return. Would you repay her with such suspicion? Rude or not, I like the answer as well. You have remarkable timing, my lady. Of course you are suspicious. I would be as well, were I in your shoes. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alia Windspear. I've been following the tracks of these kobolds for almost 2 days now. I thought it odd that they would range so far from their home caves in Nether Mountains. I never imagined they would do something like this, however. As soon as I realized they were headed for Hilltop, I came as quickly as I could, but too late. Why are we following these kobolds to begin with? I was just passing through this area, to be perfectly honest. It's my responsibility to take note of strange occurrences and investigate them, however. What do you mean it's your responsibility? I'm a harper, as is Drogon. Did you not know what a harper is? Aren't the harpers some kind of secret society that fights evil? Indeed, you are well informed. Doing so has left the harpers with many enemies, however. It is one of those that is behind this attack.
I believe I can shed some light on that.
Master Drogon!
It was the artifacts they were after. They're stolen. All 4 of them. I can do nothing.
I thought as much. How could anyone have found out who even had them? This is terrible news.
What artifacts are you talking about? When Drogon retired to Hilltop, the Harpers entrusted 4 dangerous artifacts to his care. We thought this area would be remote enough that they would be safe.
I don't know how they were discovered.
We'll have to find out. Those artifacts are too powerful and dangerous to be left in unknown hands. I'll help however, whatever I can. That's good to hear. I'll need to stay here and tend to Drogon's poison. The help I can offer is limited until he gets better. Sir, my eldest student, it is up to you. It is vital that you find these items and bring them back. What? Why me? I'll get killed. Your ring will protect you, my boy. You are needed. You must have courage. This will be your final test. I know that you're ready. So much relies on you. I know you will not let me down. I cannot. Drogon? He's passed out from the pain. It's up to you then, sir. As he said, you must recover these artifacts before they can be put to dangerous use. But I haven't a clue where to start. Even the longest journey begins with a few simple steps, sir. You know what you must do. You simply have to prepare for it. If you need assistance, then think of asking Dorna or Xanos to accompany you. The others can remain here or help guard the school. It would be that would be me. I wish I could go with you, sir. You are so lucky. And will be luckier to have the great Xanos by his side. Get over yourself already, Xanos. Sir will be picking whoever he picks, and it will probably be someone he can stand. Yes, as I said, me! There's also bound to be some equipment here in the school with which can help you. See if you can find some healing equipment, especially if you can find potions. Healing kits will have to do. For the artifacts themselves, I can tell you what I know about them if you wish. It's not much, but it might help. Beyond that, all that remains is to go out in the hilltop and follow the trail of the kobolds. It should not be difficult. Their passing will have been noticed, I'm sure. I'll help you in this as much as I can, but my first duty is to keep Drogon alive. Whatever this poison is inside him, I intend to fight it. How else can you help me exactly? Well, it depends. Is Drogon still using teleportation rings he created? If you ask whether or not he gives the rings to his students, the answer is yes. Thankfully, yes. You needn't get so excited about them, Xanos. They're just rings. Keep that smirk where I cannot see it, dwarf. These rings will save our lives plenty of times in the days to come. The fact that you have them is good. As I recall, the rings use energy to focus crystal pull you to Drogon in an instant before death, correct? You also use them voluntarily to return to Drogon's side. Seeing as I'll be whatever Drogon in both cases, we can use this to our advantage. I should be able to use the connection between the ring and the spot you came from to teleport you back there if need be. I wouldn't advise jumping back somewhere dangerous, but I will at least be able to save you some time. I'm afraid there's not much more I can do to help. Do you have more crystals for the rings? No, of course not. I would imagine that Drogon has the lab around here. Perhaps his room? If you can find it, there might be a way to make more crystals. How's he doing? Poorly. It takes all the magic I can muster to keep the poison from killing him. I'll do what I can. He's a strong dwarf. I'm sure he will pull through. Is there something I can do to help Master Drogon? Yes, actually, perhaps there is. I believe the poison is a magically altered form of snake venom, perhaps from an asp or something similar. If that is the case, there may be some herbs that can speed Drogon's recovery. There is an herbalist in Hilltop who should have them. Go to the herbalist and tell that you need tressum tongue, some charcoal, and some helmthorn berries. Bring those back to me. I have some questions. What would you like to know? Tell me about these artifacts. I know a little about the artifacts, but keep in mind anything I tell you comes from mostly my memory. I wish I had more detailed information to offer. Let's see. If I remember correctly, there are 4 artifacts in total. A mummified hand, a dragon's tooth, a statue of a tower, and a mask. Tell me about the mummified hand. It belongs to a powerful lich named Befelarn. As I understand it, the hand was all that was left when he was destroyed. I remember it being said that some of Belferon's power remained in the hand. Perhaps someone is trying to tap into it, or perhaps one of Belferon's old followers wants him resurrected. If that was the case, it would be a terrible news. Belferon threatened to destroy Faerun the first time. We certainly don't need him trying again. Tell me about the dragon's tooth. A remnant of a great worm, Hephaestion, a great dragon, and also wielded the most evil of black arts. The dragon died long ago, but it's possible that the kobolds could have some interest in it, seeing as they are draconic origin themselves. I have trouble believing the kobolds are the instigators of this theft, however. It's more likely they serve another, perhaps even a dragon aspiring to have Hephaestion's power. Tell me the tower statue. I actually do not know much about that. I believe it was found in the desert tomb many years ago, and one of our wizards detected powerful and destructive magics within it. The nature of the magic could not be discerned, however, so it was put aside to be kept safe until more could be discovered about it. I have my doubts that the statue would be of any use to anyone. Perhaps its theft was only an incident because it lay with the rest. Tell me more about the mask. Uh, that once belonged to a high priest of the Lord of Shadows, I believe, and is imbued in considerable power, though nobody has figured out how to use it. Seeing as the god of thievery rarely produces items of benevolent purpose, it was decided to best keep the mask safe and out of his followers' hands. Perhaps someone has figured out how to use the mask's power. If so, any amount of mischief could be expected as a result. Why are these items so dangerous? All four of them have considerable power of a malevolent nature, although we have to discover the application for any of this power. The fact that power exists could be tempting enough for some, and it's very possible that there may be someone out there who knows more about these artifacts than we do. The trouble with figuring out which of the artifact thief is in fact interested in, and what they're intend to do with it, considering the nature of these items, it's certainly evil. Alright, something else. Where are the artifacts kept then? Why are they not somewhere safer? And where exactly would somewhere safe be? Behind walls of a keep surrounded by guards? What better way to announce that you're hiding something of value? No, the Harpers believed that this school was remote enough and nondescript enough to be considered safe from molestation. For many years, that's indeed had been the case. I'd like to ask something else. What would you like to know? I don't know about the Harpers. There's not much more left to tell. I think the Harpers seek to maintain balance in the world, even in the face of those who would abuse their power. Some claim that the spies, others consider us dangerous meddlers or even outright assassins. In truth, we are little of all things when the situation warrants it. You know, it was always our hope that Drogon students might take the cue from their tutor and become Harpers themselves. In fact, what do you think of that? I'd have to think about it. We have plenty of time. It would be too soon to even consider membership in the Harpers, but perhaps this is your chance now. Can you tell me more about the kobolds? Only very little. I came across their tracks crossing of the mountain paths through the nether mountains to the north. When I realized that they had left the highlands and come down to the valley, I became alarmed. For kobolds to range so far from their home caves is unusual. Kobolds are tiny, draconic predators. They rely on their cunning more than their strength to survive. For them to be so bold as to either have much to gain or much to fear. Tell me more about yourself. You want to know more about me? Whatever for. My past isn't important here. I just thought beautiful women like yourself could use some decent company. I sure wanted to make sure, or who could say. Would it hurt to get to know each other a bit? Believe me, sir, when I say we will have plenty of time to swap once this is all over, alright? Okay. I should get going. Excellent, I will turn to Drogon then and return when you have discovered anything. So what do we got here? So this is Undertide 1. And Undertide 2. He's barely injured.
If you're here to help Master Jordan, you'll need to get underway as soon as possible. Do you need my help?
Bringing an extra pair of hands would be a good idea. Well, you know me, if you need some sharp eyes to watch for ambushes or a nasty trap dealt with, I'm your girl. What do you say? Yep. Great, we'll have Master Drogon's artifacts back in no time. And maybe pick up a coin or two for ourselves along the way. Alright. Very good. Very good. Let's see what we can find around here. I'm not expecting any major artifacts, really throughout the game, or throughout the expansion, simply because it's a low-level expansion. Most people play this as a I don't imagine a level 1 through 12 thing will be anything interesting. I wonder if it's gonna make me eat, like, keep track of what I eat. That'd be a pain in the butt. Oh yeah, inventory. It has no value to it anymore. Put it down. Give me my strength back. Yeah. Alright, let's go downstairs and see what's going on here. Oh my, was this? Another kobold come to wreak havoc in Master's things? Well, Rizla will fight them, yes, she will. She will protect her Master's things this time. No, 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 it's someone I recognize. Gladdens my heart, yes it does. Hello there, sir. Hello, Reese, how are you? I'm still being Reese, oh yes, I am not dead. That is a good thing, but you should be knowing that kobolds stole Master's stuff. Yes, they did. But, Sir Bonkington, you cannot help, for they are gone, and that is sad. But Reese feels something is wrong with the Master. Tell me what happened to him, please, oh please. He was poisoned by the kobolds. Oh no, poor, poor Master. Poor, poor Reese. If Master dies, then Reese will be alone. Reese should go up to Master. Yes, she should. But Master wanted Reese to stay down in his laboratory. Oh, yes. That is what he said, and Reese must obey the kind Master. Oh, sir. Reese feels terrible right now. Maybe if we talk a bit, you will make me feel better? Yes, yes. I love to talk. Do you want to hear a riddle? Tell me a riddle. Oh, yes, yes, my riddle. A fine choice for a fine man. Here's my riddle. A woman have 5 children, half of them are sons. Is this possible? No. Oh, no, you're very, very wrong. You are not much smarter than a kobold, I'm afraid. No, 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 not at all. It is true that the other half of the children also make sons, but she has 5 boys. It is a trick, see? I never said anything the other half were not boys. Do you want to talk about something else? I'm going to ask some questions. I'm trying not to answer in riddles, little pest. Your mind is like a puppy chasing its tail with no idea what it would do if it caught up with it, took a bite. Reese hears a voice, but she does not see where it's coming from. Could it be a ghost? Oh, wait, way down there. It's a voice from a bump in the ground. Reese did not know that small lumps of dirt could speak. She did not. Alright, enough of both of you. Oh, sir, Dorna and Reese always talk like this to each other. All the time. It's only playful banter, nothing more. Questions are not good for his riddles unless the questions are riddles. But ask what you will and I'll try to answer. Can you tell me exactly what the kobolds did? Oh, it was terrible. Yes, it was. I was just having a nap, dreaming about a lovely meadow filled with flowers and butterflies. It was wonderful, Sir Bongington. Yes, it was. Do you have dreams like that? Yes, but please get to what happened. Well, I was woken by a dreadful noise, and I immediately turned invisible. When I saw dreadful kobolds were in the house, I thought Master Drogon would come here right away. I saw it come to the laboratory, and I knew I could not get across, and I thought it was going to be such a fun watching them from behind the magic circle. I was about to appear to them and taunt them. Yes, I was. But then they stopped, and you know what? You would not believe what they did. No, you would not. They threw dust in the circle. What did that do? It must have been magic dust, oh yes, or it would not have worked. Oh no, no, no. Stupid ugly kobolds walked right over the symbol and looted the master's things. Well, maybe not all his stuff, no, no. There's still some stuff left. Little bits of stuff like stupid kobolds not think would be important, or could not find. Oh. What did you do when the kobolds crossed the barrier? Oh, shame, Rissy, shame, shame, shamed. I hid. I was so scared. I thought they were powerful kobolds, for they were used first to pass through Master's magic. Now Master will never trust Riesli again. Oh no, he will not. Now Master will dismiss Riesli, and she will have to leave and return to her home in disgrace. Except that Master is very loving, and maybe Riesli can earn back his trust by never letting anyone ever again. Yes, 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 that's it. Risu will be the best guard ever. How do I get in the laboratory? Oh, Risu cannot tell you that. No, 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 no. Master tells anybody that except Risu. And now Master is upset. Oh, yes, he is. Risu can feel it. Yes, yes, yes. Master trusted Risu to protect his treasure from Risu, and Risu failed. Never will Risu fail Master again. You know, ask to get in anymore. No, no, no. Sure, you can trust me to get in. No, what are you, stupid like kobold? Me said no, me mean no. But wait, Reese know what is going on. Yes, she does. You will not be tricking her, nasty little kobolds. What are you talking about? You must be kobold in disguise. What is what I mean. You will not be getting past me, nor will I be bringing the treasure to you. Unless maybe you find... Maybe if Reese could test you, then she could bring you Master's items. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe Reese could ask you riddles. That would be good. Yes, it would. Ask me your riddles. Reese has 3 riddles. Yes, she will. You get all 3 riddles right, then she'll know you're not a kobold in disguise. Reese likes numbers. I think kobolds are too stupid to know. So tell me, how many 9s do you count to 100? I look these answers up just because I don't feel like messing with it. So the answer is 20. Risky not realize that kobolds know how to count, but then I not know ugly kobolds could break Master's spell either. I better ask you another question. Yes, 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 yes. A prisoner is going to be killed and is told by the executioner that him must make one statement. If the statement be true, then him will be drowned. If the statement be false, he will be hanged. What statement can make him too confused to executioner to not be killed at all? One moment. Hmm. I will be hanged. Yes, 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 yes. That is the thing to say. Then the executioner cannot hang you, or you told the truth and he should drown you. If him drowned you, then you lied and should be hanged. You're pretty smart, much smarter than the kobold. I'm thinking, but kobolds turned out to be smarter than me thought when they break into Master's ward. This is a hard riddle, so you should take your time. Figure it out. Yes, you can. Are you ready? Yes. There's an island to be deserted. Yes, it is. The island has 4 fruit trees, each one different kind of fruit. There'll be a group of wizards who visit the island each year, for they like it. Yes, they do. Each wizard eats 2 types of fruit, but each group of 2 trees can only have 1 wizard in common, which means you only have 1 wizard can eat from the apple tree and the pear tree. So what must you be telling me is, how many wizards belong to this group? 6. That's very smart of you, you know. It took Reese a long time to figure that one out. I guess you must be who you seem to be, and I will have to trust you, to help Master. I will go fetch the items for you from my secret hiding place. Reese hopes this will get ready for Master, sir. Or help you with Master, sir. Take this not Master. I worry about him too much, yes. I do not. I do. Good luck with you, sir. You will need it. Cool. I'm sailing away. Do, 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 do. Okay. Not the end of the world. She shut the door on me. That was kind of funny. Okay. Hmm.
I can't do that. Yes? What do you need?
Let's talk it off for a moment. If that's what you want, I suppose we're too busy with our training to get to know each other at Master Jogan's. Tell me about yourself. What led you to Jogan? Oh, that's nothing special. I'd heard his reputation in training and that he was accepting students. You don't leave the clan without your preparation, you know. Bored with traditional life, I would have preferred to stay, but there were things I just couldn't support anymore. It's not something you'll be able to understand. I haven't really said I don't want to be a part of the clan. There's just a few things that I have to get resolved before I go back. So you simply left? I wouldn't call it simple, no, but it had to be done. I didn't fit in with the way things were. It might seem like a strong reaction. You'll notice some of the chosen surname of Trapsbringer isn't a traditional dwarven name. It's just something that I had to do. What happened to made you feel this way? That's my own business. I'm sorry, but I don't know if we're ready to talk about it. Besides, we've got more important things to do. Talk to me some other time. Maybe I'll feel more like it then.
I can't do that.
Light, heavy, long, sling, arrow. Tanglefoot bag. Throwing out the bullet. Unidentified helmet. Neat. Alchemist's lab is where Master Dragon creates focus crystals that power the rings to give him his apprentices. He showed you once how to operate it. How do I create focus crystals? Each focus crystal requires one quartz crystal combined with any of the two following gems. Penelope, Aventurine, Flowspur, and Amethyst. Placing the proper three gems in the grinder should enable you to use various potions, powders already in the lab to create functioning focus crystal. Alright, that's interesting enough. Light wounds and some of that. Fire, quartz crystal, empty bottle. Okay.
I can't do that.
Arrow. Healers get plus 10. Sweet. Okie dokie.
Yes? What do you need?
Stop and talk a moment if that's what you want. I suppose we were too busy with our training to get to know each other, the Master Dragons. You said you gave up your name. Why? I didn't give it up. I just chose not to use it for now. It's a very personal decision. I'm not sure I could make it you understand. You see, dwarven surnames are granted by the clan elders. You must honor it and be stripped of it and exiled. I couldn't abide by some decision made by the elders, so I've chosen not to associate with them. It was not an easy thing to do. What happened to cause you to do this? I'd have to tell you a bit more about myself that I'm really ready to explain. I didn't think I was going to go into everything all at once. It was not a good time in my life. See, I follow Vergaday and the short-luck father, god of wealth and luck. It wasn't that long ago that females weren't allowed to be clerics in his service. 1358 DR saw a reordering of the guards, and Vergadanian began accepting us. Clan members didn't like it, but they certainly couldn't say God was wrong. Oh, excuse me. Most of the elders came to accept it over time, though there are those that shun me from time to time. Nothing official, but it was evident. That's it, they lost. That's why let their opinion bother you. I didn't care about their opinion at all. There were other things that caused me to walk away. See, my family suffered from my forward thinking. I had a little sister, and she had some trouble because of me. She didn't fare as well as I did. She was younger, you see, and well, maybe I should take a little while to dig up what really needed to say. Take your time, I'm only interested. If that's what you want. It is. Thank you for your patience, Sir Bunkington. If that's what you want. I suppose we were too busy with our training to get to know each other with Master Dogans. What about your little sister? Was I? I suppose I was. Might be as good a time to talk about it. I was kind of my fault for what happened. Kind of. I was the upstart, made the clan elders all huffy. And she wanted to be like me. She thought was going against what they said. She never wanted to cause any harm. It just got blown out of proportion. What was her name? Her name? I'll get to that. I have to say a few other things first to make it clear what happened. It was such a little thing. I followed the spiritual path. Trickery, too, but spiritual. She was all blades and glory. She wanted to follow our father into Elite Guard. There was no obvious sign that this should be tolerated. Not like in my case, so the elders forbade it. She sought training anyway. When it was discovered that she had defied what was best for her, she was banished for a time to learn what she had lost. I assume there was more to it than that. Much more. She had a life as an adventurer, but there were unfortunate consequences. Suffice it to say, it did not all go well, and in the end I felt better away from certain influences. I hope you understand. If that's what you want to say, that's your choice. I just need some time to figure it all out. I've been avoiding the subject for quite a while now. Just give me a little time. We'll talk again, I'm sure. Here's the thing, woman. I'm level 16. You're going to talk to me. Let's stop and talk for a moment. Where's your ring? The one Drogon gave us. I have a ring on me, if that's what you're wondering. Master Drogon said we weren't required to wear it constantly in order for its power to work, you know. Why do you ask? There's no need to be suspicious of me. I keep both the ring and my stash of focus crystals in a very safe spot. And it's not that I don't trust you, sir, but I'd really rather not discuss this any further, no offense. Drogon showed us how to make more crystals in the lab inside his bedroom, didn't he? If you're short on focus crystals to power your ring, maybe we should consider going there. Was there anything else you wanted before we continue our journey? Yeah, let's talk. I want to discuss your training. Yes, there's nothing like a good experience on the road for your training. I'm currently progressing as both cleric of Varigatory and as well as a rogue, in equal measure, more or less. Yeah, concentrate on rogue only. Very well, my skills will come in handy once I have some practice and time. Is there anything else you want before we continue on our journey? Let's talk for a moment. Are you alright now? Not too bad, I could still use a rest. A few pains here and there. Is there anything else you want to know about? That's enough for now. I'll change your tactics. Okay. Look, I need a rogue, not a cleric. I'm a cleric. It's an interesting combination, but not that interesting. Let's go. Da, da. I was gonna say, do you know who you're messing with? Feel like you don't. I suppose I have time right now. What is it? Well, it's just a big thing. We're leaving everything behind to find these kobolds and artifacts we didn't even know about. I don't even know where to start. All I can think about is Master Jogan lying there. I don't know if he'll survive. There's a lot to do. That's what I was thinking, but I'm not going to let it get me down if you don't. You trained us well, and I can do things I never thought possible. Master Jogan has always been a good teacher. I owe him to try my best to help him. That's all I care about. We'll help him. Well, don't forget that we'll be on our own soon and need to think about ourselves too. The odd coin here and there could fall our way. That's the way of Fergadin. A little luck, a little skill, a little bit of something for yourself in your pocket, and at the end of the day, we've talked enough, I think. The sooner we head out, the sooner Master Jogan is better, and we can count up the spoils. Let's go. Alright. Listen here, I'm all about it. We're going. That is the edge. Kobold dead. Nice. Look, I can bonk things pretty well. I don't wanna. Tommy. Long gone. So we're done with Tommy now. Money. Do I still have all my money? I do. I have all the money. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Get on my hovel, you beast. Leave me alone. Oh, it's just you, Sir Bunkington. Well, my locked door suddenly opened. I thought it was kobolds were back. If you're here hunting the kobolds, there's none here. They got the point when they found the door locked and left. Just goes to show, I suppose. So, is the fighting done? Why didn't you come out and help drive off the attack? With what, my carving knife? Give me a break. There'll be plenty of adventurers around here, including yourself. I wouldn't stand a chance, so is the fighting dead or not? No, you might want to continue cowering here for a while. Oh, right then. I think I will, just to be safe. I'll ask you some questions. You picked the lock to my door so you could loot my hovel. Probably broke the lock too. And now just want to have a little chat? Besides the attack, what happened recently? Nothing much recently, unless you include the Red Wizard who came to town. I tremble at the thought of those Thayans coming here. Evil folk they are. Last I heard, the mayor and his assistant were going to throw him out of town. I don't know what happened, though. The kobolds attacked before he got an audience with the mayor. My guess is he'll be headed out of town. Good riddance, and none too soon, if you ask me. Other than that, there's a halfling caravan that's about all I know. Tell me about the halflings. Little thieves, that's what they are. Good for nothing. I don't have nothing for them to steal. Good thing I have nothing for them to steal. I have kept my distance just in case, though. I don't know why they're here. I don't know anything more about them, but you can go speak to them if you wish. Their caravan is right down the road from here. Anything else? Sorry, I can fix for the door and pay for your damage. I suppose so. If you really want to. I imagine it might cost me 2 gold pieces to replace it, though it did need replacing anyway. The wood was getting a little soft. Oh, never mind. I know there's a little abandoned cabin not too far from here. I can just take the door off of it. It's better in shape than mine was anyway. What do you want? Yeah, that's all my questions. Anything else, or you have a stench of poverty finally driven you off? Oh, yes, goodbye. Lousy snooping adventurers always going through other people's homes and stealing their stuff. I mean, he's not wrong. I definitely would take his stuff if he had stuff to take. The thing is, he doesn't have anything to take, so what's the point? Yes, we're starting over again, basically. That's what over time. What is it? I just had a flash memory as we entered the hilltop. It's a little different now, for sure. Kobolds everywhere must have been a big fight. I'd have fought hard, too. I don't think the people had much of a choice. They may have been on their home turf, but I doubt they had Master Drogon's skills to draw on. Nothing they could do but pick up a shovel and hope for the best. Looks like they did all right. Well, relatively. People still died. Just like at the school, I'll make these kobolds pay. Maybe there's a few kobolds we can help map up. Good idea. With the many attacking, there have to be some hiding somewhere. We'll get our share. I don't doubt it. Let's scout the area a bit more. We'll fight through the few stragglers and pick up a few coins along, all the while looking like heroes to the locals. You're not showing up for the... I like the way you think. Come on, let's get moving. We've got a lot left to do. Okay, so here's the smith. Ah, one of Drogon's students. Always nice to meet a young face here. Now, which one are you again? I'm kidding, Sir Bungleton. Don't get such a sour face. I have not forgotten you. I'm not so old as all that. Now, are you visiting or buying something, or just a visit? I have some questions. I'm always willing to visit with a friendly customer. What would you like to know? Would you tell me about yourself? Yes. Oh, right now? Sorry, bad joke. Some people think I have an old sense of humor. What do you think, sir? Am I so very strange? Yeah, but I like you all the same. Oh, you're too sweet. I could pick you up and give you a big kiss, but I suppose that would just not be appropriate. You're a rather strange woman, Fiona. I guess that's why I always enjoyed your company. And I enjoyed yours, little thief. I have even forgiven you for that short sword you borrowed. You knew? Oh, sorry. So, you want to know about me? One of the things you should know by now, Sir Bungleton, is that people who come to these small frontier towns usually do so for a good reason. Most of us do not wish to talk about the past, and we spend most of our lives trying to pretend it never happened. What was so bad for you? Let's just say I grew up on the Zentil Keep, and the only most unpleasant memories of it. I do not wish to speak of it further. Now, is there anything else? Do you have problems with the kobolds? Huh. One ran in here and got its brains dashed by my hammer, and Then I threw its corpse outside. That was the last I saw of any kobolds. You wield a hammer like a dwarf. It's no wonder they ran off. Now that's a compliment if I ever heard one. Thank you, Dorna. I must have missed the main body of the kobolds as I worked the forge. I hunted around, but they were gone. I guess the one that came in must have been a straggler. Is there anything else you want to know? That's all my questions. Would you like to buy something now? Yes. I do hope you mean my inventory and not my massive bosom. Haha, sorry. Old jokes are the best. Yeah, they're not old jokes, you're just creepy old lady. Ray's dead. Identify. Eyes of the eagle. Spot. Useless. Garbage. 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 Yeah. We're selling stuff. Because I have so much stuff. Arrow the vampire. Armor. There we go. Not sure if I can combine these or not. No, okay. It was a guess. 5. Wand of acid, 4 GP. Small shield. Prayers to Mystra. Practice sword. Identify. Fire bonus, 2d6 damage. Dang. It's just called a great axe. A favor of barbarians. So it's just a fire great axe. Okay. 5,000. They're like, wait, what? I'm like, yep. Let's see. No. Yet. I just don't think there's gonna be that much, no. Alright. We continue on. Herbalist. The wolf pulls its ears back as you approach, obviously not caring for your presence. Ah, Sir Boggington, is it good to see you're unharmed? Nasty business with these kobolds. I hope the Master Drogons as well. Actually, that's why I'm here. He's been poisoned. Oh, of course. I'll help if I can. What is it I can do? I need some herbs, Tressum tongue, charcoal, and helm thorn berries. I do happen to have some Tressum tongue and some charcoal on me. Here, take them. No charge, of course. As for the helmthorn berries, you can try asking Mara at the tavern if she still has some. I sold the last of my stock a week ago. I'll try that, thanks. Is there something I can do for you? Have you seen kobolds in the area? There were plenty just outside my door not long ago. I helped the guards to fight them until they were driven off, thankfully. Other than that, though, other than those, I only know of a group that ran down from the north, and I understand they left Hilltop by the gate. left by the gates. Somehow it seems wrong that they would savage the town and then leave politely by the front door. Hopefully they don't come back. I've never seen kobolds be so aggressive. What kind of things do you sell here? Oh, I must sell herbs and other things that come from nature, plus goods that are useful to druids like myself. Let me show you a stack. I don't really think you're going to have literally anything for me. What's this cloak? Improved saving throws, druid. It's actually pretty good. Druid and ranger. Miscellaneous, I guess. There's just not going to be a lot of stuff to, like, buy. Because I'm a high level, so... The community hall. Boy. There's nobody who understands me, except Hanaya. She's so helpful, like a daughter to me. You sure? Thank you, sir. Maybe you should get another little rest? Nonsense. The people need me.
Well, hello there.
Sir, it's good to see you. I was about to send someone down to check on everyone on Master Drogon's. I'm afraid the events are far out of hand around here. Hanaya, did I ever tell you how helpful you are? You are the best, Hanaya. Simply the best. Thank you, sir. You are a very good boss to... usually. What's the matter with him? I found him right this way in his home after the kobold attack. He was hiding in his cellar with 2 empty bottles of wine beside him. I think the stress of the attack was simply too much for him, and he lost control. I just hope that he will be better when he sobers up. I know it frightens me. Luckily, I was here when there were enough local farmers and townsmen to hold back hold the kobolds off. They mostly just ran past when they saw how many were in here. So everyone arrived at the school? We were attacked by kobolds, and Master Jogan's been poisoned. Not Master Jogan. Oh, I can hardly afford to lose him. I was desperately hoping that he could help me deal with the problem we were having cropped up after the attack. I suppose it sounds awfully selfish of me, but I only have been here a short time, and now the mayor is completely useless. And I has been like a daughter to me, I tell you. Sir Bonkington, no better than a daughter. Oh, sir, good to see you. When did you get here? Oh, Sir Bonkington, what do I do? What are these problems you're having? The biggest problem right now is the Piper. Small surprise there. He was always claimed to have a prophetic ability, but now people are beginning to listen. A couple days ago, Piper claimed that death was coming in the dark and that only the chosen would survive. An old farmer, Hole Holstrom, called him an idiot. Piper claimed Hole would be dead within the week. Then we guessed Hole was killed by the kobolds. Hole's body was found near the edge of the village, with his throat slit so deep his head was barely attached to his body. Piper has a number of people convinced that the kobolds are just messengers for a new, powerful god. I stopped listening to him at that point. Piper spread panic and chaos in our village. Something we can ill afford if we are to rebuild and possibly fortify ourselves. I'll speak to Piper for you. Would you really, sir? That would be such a relief. I am not asking you to hurt him or anything like that, but if he would just stop or go away, it would make my job so much simpler. Is there anything else I can help you with? I need herbs to help Drogon. You have to speak with Fagin, the little herbalist. His shop is right across the street. Anything else? Use a little encouragement. I must admit that the last few years I have thoughts of you that go a step or two beyond friendship. The only encouragement I can offer, though, is throughout the thought that someday we can get to know each other better. Perhaps it's something more than just friends. There's an image that will take me years to wash from my mind. Disgusting. Oh dear, I did not mean for you to overhear that. But with the problems we face right now, there's little else I can focus on. Is there anything else I can do for you? Thanks, that's it. Goodbye. Very well, sir. Ah, my back hurts from all the bending and healing I've done this day. Not that I would complain. Servants of Ilmater never complain. It's part of the canon. Greetings, Sir Bungton. How may the servants of Ilmater assist you? I want to ask you some questions. Sir, I am tired. I am too exhausted and can hardly keep my eyes open. I have drained most of my spells and most of my energy in a few short hours. I can try to answer some questions for you, but make them quick, please. Do you know where the kobolds went? Away, thank Ilmater. That is all I know, and all I care to know. People of all races were born to suffer. It's my job to try and ease their such suffering. But it does not mean I have to enjoy watching them suffer. I am so sick of it. I cannot hardly begin to tell you. I have no energy left. So if those kobolds come back again, well, it would be bad. Why are you so drained? Look, occasionally in a small village like this, you will have to have a small disaster. But most of the time, it's just small things. So when a major catastrophe like this happens, and I have to use a large number of spells in a short period of time, I find myself tiring easily. In other words, you got lazy and complacent, so now you are suffering for not spending more time helping the suffering. I love irony. I don't see us ever finding much in common ground, follower of Vendegrin. That's all there is to it, I imagine. I'll be feeling better in a week or two, if I ever get any rest. Tell me about Ilmater. The god of endurance, suffering, and perseverance, Ilmater cares for those who nobody else will. We follow the path of poverty, collecting alms for those who need and keeping little for ourselves. To help the poor and ill, we charge adventurers a fee for healing. Some do not appreciate the need, but ours is not a rich church. Our temples are modest and often in poor repair. I do not have a temple, but instead I have a small shrine here in Community Hall. Perhaps someday the hilltop will be large enough to support a small temple. Sure complain a great deal. I do not mean to. I am not even supposed to, but it's very hard some days. There's never enough gold to do all the work I'm supposed to do. Maybe I need to escape this life, but I doubt it would make it any easier elsewhere. Oh well, I'm getting old and maybe someday soon I will retire. Can we get a donation? Would you really? That would certainly be a wonderful thing to do. How much were you willing to donate? 100 gold. Sir, I cannot believe this. Surely you are a rare man. With this, the community will be improved in so many ways. Thank you. Can I help you with anything else? No, that's all my questions. Is there anything else? Can I see what items you got? Warhammer. Wait, sorry. Let's see here. Finger of death, huh?
Indeed.
49. There's Sapphire. All these chests are locked. So we have Dorna. Well, trap's all well and good, but not really useful. Okay. A bubbling cauldron. This place, those damnable kobolds tore in here a while ago looking for a fight. Now they barricaded themselves in the kitchen. I need to get an herb that might be in your kitchen. We can't get in there. They're holding my cook hostage. If we try to push past the barricade, they kill her for sure. Can you help us, sir? Have you tried talking to them? Yes, but it isn't helping. They want us to let them leave, but they want to take Mara with them as a hostage. We can't allow that. They'll kill her. Would town guards handle this? Who knows how long it'll be before they can help, and besides, they'll be in the same situation we are. If you can help us, sir, who can? Tell me if I should... I'll see what I can do. Thank you, sir. Just please make sure Mara isn't hurt. Best be careful there, youngster. As you can see, the tavern's had a bit of a problem with kobolds. This whole town's been attacked, it seems. You got that right. Can't remember the last time the little kobolds got so brave. They like to steal, usually, but not fight. Why do you think the kobolds attacked? You're asking me? Huh. Maybe they got driven out of their caves by something bigger, or maybe they got told to attack. I don't know. Do you know anything else about kobolds? Nasty, sneaky buggers. Probably from up there in the Nether Mountains, I'd wager. You go out to Bloomberg and you'll find good paths that lead up there. What's going on here, anyhow? Kobolds started a fight they couldn't finish, barricaded themselves in the kitchen, I think, and got themselves a hostage. Suppose everyone's so distracted robbing you will be easy. Thanks for the information. Yep, off you go there, youngster. Not stealing anything. I got time for this. Too bad Mara had to die. I really wish things turned out differently. It's strange open the tavern again without her. Yep, she's dead. Ain't my fault. Well, didn't know what to do there, so what are you gonna do? Come. In the 8th hour of the 3rd night, death came from the dark and left a swath of unbelievers to rot in the ground. It was a message, a portent of the new god to come to the land. For the unbelievers, he will come a dark giant with fiery eyes and unending thirst for blood. But for those who believe, he shall be gentle coward who protects his followers. I don't want to die. I shall follow this new god. What is his name? That has not been revealed to me yet. But follow me and do as I say, and the god who arises shall look favorably. What lies you spread? I will listen to no more of your foolishness, Piper. The damnation be upon your head, fool woman. You will be dead within the week. This much has the new god shown me. Last month the prophet told me that my future was carved in stone. Even a hard heart could not prepare me. Let us not linger near him long. Even you, Sir Bonkington, shall have to choose. Will you doom yourself and die like the farmer, whole, or will you repent and have your ways to follow me? I need to speak with you private on behalf of the mayor. There's nothing that the godless old fool could have to say to me, to my followers, cannot also hear. Go on, then, make your threats. Do not forget the fate of those who mock me. Forget not the death of Hull Hallstrom. Push me, shove me, kick me, beat me, I shall rise again, stronger than ever, to proclaim the coming of the new god. Try to drive me from this village at the peril of your own soul. I think you've done all you can for Hilltop. Others need to be warned. You may be right. The others of this town will not turn from their dark paths, but where will I go? Who needs to know the coming god? Neverwinter is not far away. I hear they believe most anything. Neverwinter always has troubles. Perhaps they hear your wisdom. So many people in Waterdeep, surely some of them are worthy of saving. Waterdeep, millions of souls needing to be saved. Yes, that would take a task worthy of a prophet of a new god. But it's fairly far away, and I will need provisions for such a trip. Now, how will I live to get there? No, it's too difficult. I will stay here. The gods will provide for one such as righteous as you. Such fair dealing from you. Perhaps you really are a believer. I must take haste. Others need me. Yeah, well, he's out. Yeah.
Hello there.
You're back again. Does this mean that your friend Piper is willing to settle down and go away? Piper is no longer a problem. I'm impressed. I was wondering if anyone had the patience to deal with him. Here's your reward. When Hollow's widow hears about what you were going to quiet Piper, she gave an extra 10 gold to add to it. You're definitely deserving of it. Alright. Goodbye. Farewell, sir. Okay. So that's 200 gold. Well, I hear ya, kitty kitty. Let's see, let's level our character up. Level up, cleric. Persuades, a trap, spellcraft. Heal poison diseases. Healer must make a successful check against their DC. If he succeeds, target is healed and is cured. Number of HP equals skill roll plus all modifiers. Target suffers from no poisons or diseases. Okay. Concentration. Casting ability is equal to 10 plus damage received plus spell level. The caster receives a minus 4 penalty to his checks if casting within 3 meters of an enemy. Let's see, so... Okay. I can get 11, so that's what I want. Concentration and spellcraft. Yeah, it's even worse. Okay. If I get double digits, we'll go with that. Okay. So 209. Spell book. No, no, nice. Good, I get another use of whatchamacallit. Fourth level. Fifth level and sixth level. So not a huge setup, but not terrible. Okay. So I gained another use of Searing Light, which is wonderful. And another healing spell, which would save on a potion if I don't die. What is my character sheet now? So 136 out of 153. We are level 17. So if I was a full cleric, I'd actually be at level 17. I'd be a level 9 spell user, but I don't, so we're stuck at wisdom 16 as well, so we're putting stuff in strength because we bonk things. Every turn more time creature makes information. It was a kobold. I whooped its butt. It was funny. Huh. Hey, I'm awesome.
Have you any news of the artifacts?
No, but I do have some of the herbs you asked for. Thank the gods. Let me see what you have. Good, good. I have all the herbs I need for Drogon now. Thank you, sir. You've managed wonderfully. There, that should do it. Hopefully we'll see some kind of improvement soon. Is there anything I can help you with? How's he doing? Fine for now, but thanks to those herbs, he lapses in and out of consciousness and still needs my attention, but the prognosis is good. You can try to speak with him if you wish. His mind is a bit fevered, however, so do not overtax him. Okay. Drogon stirs as you approach, moaning, his eyes clear as he looks at you with his painful affection. Sir, my boy. Then he lapses back into unconsciousness. Okay.
Yes? What do you need?
What was it you wanted to say earlier? I just had a flash of memory when we entered Hilltop. It's a lot different now, that's for sure. Kobolds everywhere. Must have been a big fight. Oh, we missed it. I could go dust up just as much as anyone, but it wasn't a fair fight. Neither was the one back at the school. Nothing they could do but pick up the shovel and hope for the best. Looks like they all did all right. Well, relatively. People just died. Here's a few kobolds we can mop up.
Yes? What do you need?
Okay. And the consequences of my actions were consequences. I was unable to save the cook, and she's gone now. I was able to send Piper away, and he's gone now. But he's not dead. Can I rest here? It'll give me far more than what I had. Okay, I need to definitely reorganize here. Hang on a sec. Plus, cure light wounds. Shield of Faith. Sure. Purge. Protection from the elements. Restoration. There. Now we'll get our bull strength going, because we didn't have that. That gives us 2 bull strengths, and I think that's worth it. In case one gets taken away or dispelled, I have 2 blesses, 2 bull strengths, and an elemental thing, so that should help. Alright, let's boogie on out of here. So that little area would probably get you to level 2. Probably. Alright, let's see here. Kobolds, huh? Let's do it. Nope, he's dead. Hello there, Biggin. Careful to watch where you step. The halfling's about. We tend to get underfoot, so you Biggins keep telling me. Biggins? Oh, you know, big folk, tall people like yourself, no offense. Never mind with that, brother. These folks seem decent enough. Does your brother have a problem with big folk? Don't mind him none. Yeah, he's had a bad day. Well, we all have actually. Who are you? Name's Furton. Yeah, that's my brother Bergen. He doesn't talk much. Mind if I ask you a few questions? You'd probably be better off talking to Catriona. She's head of the caravan, you know. But you can ask me what you ever like. What happened here? Same thing that happened everywhere else in Hilltop. Looks like we got attacked by kobolds. Scary buggers figured they could rob us blind. Yes, brother, I know. We showed them good. Serves them right not underestimating halfling might. Halfling might, you're kidding, right? You defeated them then? Sure did. We're used to defending ourselves and our caravan from bandits and the like. They took us by surprise, those sneaky critters, so a few of us got hurt. They ran off out of town, but I don't know where. Tarius chased after them, so he'd know more, I guess. The kobolds didn't rob you? Well, yeah, they did. They didn't get as much as they might have liked, but they got away with some of our supplies. You know you're right, brother. Hey, friend, if you'd like to help us out, talk to Catriona. Why can't I talk to you? Because Catriana's our leader. She's the one who makes all the deals wherever we go. I'll do that. Sounds good to me. Is this some kind of halfling caravan, then? It's not that unusual. It's no different than the other caravan that comes through here, I bet. Well, okay, it's probably smaller, that's true. Look more like wanderers to me. Maybe so, no reason we can't be merchants at the same time. True, like my brothers say, Biggins always assume we're a bunch of thieves. Trading's the only way we can be accepted anywhere. Are you a bunch of thieves? No, that's a nasty thing for a Biggin to say. Certainly not. Where are you headed next? East, I think, across the Anarch Desert. But not until everyone's healed up properly, I think. Have you seen any kobolds leaving town recently? You mean other than the ones chased out? Yes, I think so. Tarius said he saw some running down from the north a while ago. Went through the gate. We gotta go. Alright, very well, big one.
Pleased to see you.
Well, hello there. I don't suppose you have rum-tipped cigar on you by chance. Rum-tipped what? Rum-tipped cigar. It's, well, never mind. Simply something I grew attached to and I've recently run out. Oh, well. Pardon my manners, sir. I'm called Tarius, and you are? I am Sir Bongton. I'm apprentice to Sir Master Drogon. I'm very pleased to meet you, sir. Bit of a cheeky halfling, aren't you? Ah, maybe a little bit, my good lady dwarf. Perhaps you'd care to join me yourself in enjoyment of some fine wine, Sorry, I make it a policy never date men whom I could crush accidentally. Oh, it would be a pleasant enough way to go. Flatterer. Say what you will now. Say that now, but enough. We have business to speak of. This is something that Tarius might help you with today. Can I ask you some questions? Well, I'd gladly answer questions, dear man, but I'm sure that Catriona would have my hide. I have to be on watch for more kobolds, you see. Does this caravan sell anything? Well, Catriona would be the one would tell you that. No, it doesn't. At least not at the moment. We came to Hilltop to stock up, and the kobolds made off with a lot. At least, they made out with our public goods. We have some private goods, if you know what I mean. Black market stuff. You mean illegal goods. Not necessarily, no. Just goods that might not appeal to those of a more subtle nature. The workings to build traps, tools, that sort of thing. Well, let me see what you have, then. Certainly, give me a moment just to find what I have. Agility, Rose, Long Death. What on earth is that? Chain of Stealth. Neat. Yeah, that's right, there's a dagger in my inventory. That's a magic dagger, and I don't remember. 1d4. Sapphire. Finger of Death. I can implement if you like. I don't wish to owe big folk anything, so no thank you. We'll make do. Not that I don't appreciate your offering. Well, there's no trouble, you don't need to repay me. Perhaps not, but I still will owe you nevertheless. You may not see that as much as we do, but as a leader, it's just our way, nothing personal. So then it's something you can actually need from me, or can I return to my work? Who are you? Name's Catriona. I lead this caravan. Why? Who are you? My name's Sir Bongington, apprentice of Master Drogon. Is that so? Dwarven wizard, right? I think I remember him. He's come to give me messages and take them to town sometimes. Pays handsomely. I've heard mention of this caravan. Master Drogon said the halflings come through here on a regular basis, and have for many years. For generations, actually. It's something like a family of trading we follow. Very well then, Sir Bongington, apprentice Master Drogon. What is it exactly that you need from me? I was just hoping I might be of service in such a pretty halfling lass. Well, maybe you can be at that. We were attacked by kobolds earlier, and we were obviously, as you can obviously see, they didn't get away with anything important. Well, that's not true exactly. They took Dashnaya's cards, sadly. Who's Dashnaya? Our fortune teller. She makes a bit of coin at the towns we stop at. Her family's been using those cards for generations. It's a sad day that we have lost them. If you have a chance, we'd sure appreciate those cards back. We'd even reward you. Not that I expect much, but I bet the kobolds are long gone. Does anyone know where the kobolds went? Darius might. He followed them after a bit of when they ran off. Maybe you should talk to him. I have questions, as you wish. Have you seen the kobolds pass by lately? You mean since the ones that robbed us and ran off? No, sorry, I've been busy here, however. Maybe you should talk to Darius or Furton. They've been on watch. So what kind of caravan is this? Well, we trade mostly, moving from town to town in silver marches. Occasionally we'll range further west, but not since the plague of Neverwinter. We're wanderers for the most part, but I dare say we do well as merchants, and we're welcome most anywhere. Where after next? I'm thinking we'll try and cross the Unark Desert. There's goods out there east that will bring a great price when we head back this way. Would it be possible to join you on the trip? We can always use another guard, so I can't see why not, but we're not going anywhere till everyone's recovered. Try back later. I'll know our plans certain then. Isn't all that traveling dangerous? Somewhat, yes. We're always looking for guards, however, and the boys don't do so bad when they're not surprised like they were today. You have anything to sell? Not at the moment. We came to Hilltop to get supplies, and the kobolds took off with much of what we hadn't stored. Sad day, isn't it? I have other questions. You said you lead this caravan? I did, as my grandfather did before me and his mother before him. Why? Something odd about that? Oh, I should go. Right then, very well. Do what happens to the kobolds that attack you? Unlike the other kobolds which fled the hilltop by the gate, these ones ran north and here to an old farm. I followed them, but I dared not go inside. I was alone. Some of them jumped in the river to the east, but the others might still be in there. They may even still have some of our equipment. I don't know. I might head up that way. Care to join me? Alas, I cannot. I have to stay here with my fellows until they are better. No running off to adventure for me. If you're thinking of going up there, I might suggest speaking to Catriona first. She might have a boon to ask of you. Beyond that, good luck. Okay. I know one of the companies this ill-fated day, and does not bless the cold ever end. How can civilization possibly exist in such tormented landscape? Who are you? My name is Cesarin, and I am a wizard of the Thai. Ooh. And quite honestly, if that admission is not enough to make you turn around and walk away, then I would say we are off to a great start. Why would I walk away? You have not heard of the Red Wizards of Thay, and how we are all evil murderous villains who sell our souls to demons and trade for more power? What do they teach you in these adventuring schools? Why, it is almost refreshing and yet vaguely frightening. I will hear more before I judge you. That very attitude is desperately helping to find. I've been met only with the prejudice of unforgivable lack of courtesy. My good mistress, Lady Demetra Flas, Tharkian of Eltabar, has been working very hard to end the strife within Thay, as well as the costly and detrimental wars between Thay and our neighbors. Sounds awfully noble. Please do not mistake our goals as being altruistic. Thayans crave two main things in life, gold and power. Part of her plan is to show the other rulers of the country how much can be gained through the peace. Thay has begun to set up magical enclaves in cities throughout Faerun. These enclaves sell magic items of various sorts to anyone who's sufficient gold. So far, our enclaves have been very successful, and Lady Floss has gained much prestige. Is that why you're here? You must understand that normally we only set up enclaves in large cities, where the commerce is strong and profits are high. Unfortunately, we have had a very difficult time getting permission from local lords and rulers in the Northwest. I'm afraid our reputation precedes us. You're more short-sighted and refuses to allow us to set up an enclave in Hilltop. Our goal is to prove our worth here in civil marches, then expand once trust is earned. I knew that Varun was a fool. This could help Hilltop grow into a powerful center for trade. I say your friend is a quick mind. She is correct, and I told the mayor as much. As one of Jorgon's students, you command some respect around here. I hoped you might be willing to convince the mayor that my presence could only be a benefit here. I'd like to ask you some questions. Of course, information is power. I will tell you what I can, so you may judge us fairly. What exactly are the Red Wizards? The Red Wizards are the rulers of Thay. When a child is still young, he or she is tested in power and the magical arts. Children who prove adept are taken to schools. Schools teach us to use our powers to their fullest, which means that many of the youth die before they become royal Red Wizards. The teachers are harsh. Your fellow students are even worse. Even reaching the status of Red Wizard guarantees nothing more than that you will be treated a little better than a slave. It takes many years for a powerful practitioner to reach high status. If it's so hard, why do it? What choice are we given? You do or you die. Such is life. There are good points to being a Red Wizard, and I wouldn't want to live a life of slavery that my parents did. Not that I remember my parents, but I certainly know the life of a slave, and Thay is worth... No, I would not trade my upbringing for any other in Thay. But enough about that. Do you have any other questions? Don't Red Wizards usually travel with slaves? That is often the case, and yet we have found that our practice of slavery is not accepted in this part of the world, and so I left my slaves and came here using magic to transport me. I even came without guards, for it has made the travel easier. I did not expect much resistance, but you can understand how much I was not quick to run out and attack the horde of kobolds all by myself. If I am able to set up an enclave here, I would bring guards and slaves, though I would keep the slaves in compounds as to not offend all the other residents. You're planning on being a slavery to Hilltop? The enclave would be considered Thaven soil, and I would not traffic in slaves, neither buy nor sell. They would remain in the compound and belong only to me. Besides, I guarantee their lives would be far better out here than if they remained in Thay proper. I do not mistreat my slaves, it is not economical. So you would help defend the town if you had an enclave here. I could hardly run from a profitable business if the village was overrun with monsters, now could I? My guards and I would have magical abilities that would be a true asset to Hilltop. Sounds like a lucrative prospect for you and the village. Yes, the benefits of both would be great, although I doubt my profits will be as good as the enclaves and larger centers. Still, there are many adventures in these northern territories. I should do a fair trade. Do you have anything for sale? I'm afraid I left that behind. Anything I did not feel would be necessary for this trip. Should I be allowed to return, I would bring some supplies with me. The rest of the supplies, guards, and workers would have to come by caravan, so they would take a while longer. But there would be many arrangements to take care of before I could return, so I imagine it would take me a couple of weeks. That's all the questions I have. So you made your judgment. Will you help me? I'll see what I can do. That's all I can ask. Thank you for doing such a kindness for a stranger. You shall be rewarded. I'll be back. Best of luck to you, my friend. Greetings, Sir Bunkington. You're not thinking of heading beyond the wall, are you, with all the kobolds out there? Are the kobolds long gone? Gone from Hilltop, yes, but who knows what else is out there. Kobolds are usually cowards, but these ones, they could be up to anything. At any rate, if you're going out there, be careful. There's no telling what you'll encounter on the road this time of year. Okay. Please, you must help me. Help me, somebody help me. Oh, Sir Bunkington, thank God you're here. You must help me, please. Kobolds are attacking our house. Adam and I were still in bed when they burst into our room. We climbed in a window, and Adam helped me down. Then he went back into the front door. He went to save little Tin, but he hasn't returned. Tin is only 2 months old. Oh, please, sir, you must save them. There's no time. I'll do my best. Oh, thank you, sir. Please hurry. Nothing there. May not think so. Kobolds love them children, so do you. If you want it, yep, you must give me some shiny gems in return. Yep, me saw human downstairs had nice shiny. You get and give me, yep. Okay, here you, mine. Yep, you stupid nut, try that again, or me eat baby. Just give me that baby. Me, I think so. Yep, kobolds love them children's. So do you. If you want it, yep, you must give me the shiny gems in return. With a baby. Yep. You're not so tough when me have baby. Why should me just give you baby for nothing? You give me shinies now. Here's a nice shiny gem now. Give me the child. Me so happy now as me going. You take smelly baby. Take him, make big stink. Well, he's dead. Adam Blake's corpse. Of Adam Blake lies on the floor. He has been pierced repeatedly by kobold swords. Lady, your husband's dead.
Hello.
Where are they? Where are Adam and Tennant? Did you find them? Here's your young babe. Thank the gods, and you too, sir. Oh, Tennant, you precious little boy. How I feared you were dead. But where is Adam? He is still alive, isn't he? Please tell me I'm not a widow. I'm afraid Adam did not survive. No, poor brave Adam. Those monsters murdered him. How can the gods be so cruel? At least I have Tannen, a small piece I remember Adam by. I have my home and my wedding ring as well. Of course, without Adam to support me, I guess we'll have to sell the ring, just to help get by until I get a job. Would it help if I gave you some gold? Oh, sorry, can I ask you for that of you? If not for you, then my child would be dead, too. I mean, it would be helpful, but I am sure I can survive by selling my wedding ring. Here's 50 gold. I would never believe that anyone could be so kind. Be assured that Tinin will be raised to know his savior was. I will sing your praises in his ear someday. If I raise him properly, perhaps he will grow to emulate you. Good luck to you, sir, and thank you again. I'm a good person. We're doing that. Wow. Go there and do your thing. Look how that gold. There's my 50 gold back. So I lose nothing. Moseying right along. What do we got here? So 136791. Let's see. That's a lot. 17,000 till we hit level 18. Level 18 is a massive level in D&D. Like, most people don't hit level 18. Most D&D campaigns end way before level 18, so we may get to level 18 in this expansion, we may not. Depends how long it is. I've never played it before, so it is a low-level campaign, though. Light wounds and bar skin. The bar skin is useful. I will take the bar skin. Tracks, huh? That lead downstairs. Her critical wounds potion. That's what we like to see. Probably won't ever need to use it, but we'll see. Dusting grounds been disturbed by heavy and small tracks, kobolds without a doubt. Oh, you're done. What do we got? Dang. Dang. Don't mess with her. She was serious about that. There's the cards. There's a gold. There's 60 gold. That's good. So we took care of that issue. Go down here and do this. Katrina. Are these the cards you're looking for? Those cards are indeed Deshiaras. Out of everything the kobolds took from us, these are all pretty These are all we really wanted returned. I'm sorry, Dashiana. We would have been grateful to have them back. I wonder if there's a reward in it for us, too. What do you think, sir? Here's the key to her wagon. If you're lucky, perhaps she'll give you free reading. Where's this wagon of hers? Right behind me. Dashiana's cart hasn't been in the mood to come out. Or Dashiana hasn't been in the mood to come out since their attack. This should cheer her right up. What do you mean by reading? Dashiana's a fortune teller. It's in her family's blood. So far, she's never been wrong. I'll go find her then. Good. Thank you again for this. Perhaps you big folk aren't so terrible after all. Dun.
It is a pleasure to speak with you.
Yes, what is it? What does one of the large folks stumble in Dashiana's the wagon? Have your cards. Oh, so you do, so you do. It's good after all, is it? I should have recognized you for who you are. Well, it's done. Are you a true fortune teller then, or a fake? Because if you're a fake, I'll be quite disappointed. No matter what I say, good dwarf, you shall decide for yourself anyhow. That's what they all say. I hate that. I suppose you'll be wanting a reward for returning my cards to me, yes? What shall it be? What does one human man wish? I need no reward. Such a sweet boy you are. Thank you most kindly, and you surely will not allow me to do a brief reading for you free of charge? Yeah, sure. So I got 200 experience points. Ah, good. Allow Dashviana to prepare, my dear boy. And we shall see what the future holds, eh? It lies in the hands of one who hides in a village to the east, but this one is not of that village. Frightened is he, frightened and weak. He will ask you for your help, dear boy, and you must not refuse it should you wish to gain what was stolen. And you must gain it back. It is most dangerous, more than anything else that was taken. It must not fall into her hands. Whose hands? I know not. I cannot look upon the face of the one who seeks what you seek, and I do not know why. The future is closed. That's all I can say, except that finding what you seek is the beginning. Be wary, young one. Be wary. Thank you. Dashiana sees less than she would like, but often more than she should. I can only hope my pitiful skill has offered you some insight. Now I tire. You may have my thanks, and we are quits. Dashiana would go to bed, and you have an adventure before you. I hope your future finds you well. Okay. Top. Guard boost. Sir, you were the one who was swaying. Don't be ridiculous. Why would I be swaying? Because you're drunk, sir. Oh yeah, I forgot. Somebody fetch me more wine. Sir, please don't drink any more of that wine. You're going to make yourself sick. Nonsense. I'm as healthy as a bull. Little bit of wine never hurt any. Oh my, that didn't feel so good. That's disgusting, sir. I'm sorry, Sir Bunkington, but I have little time. Is there something you need? I met a man called Cesarin. Ah, another one of little problems. At least this one is easy to solve. I simply sent him packing. What did that red wizard have to say to you? He's hoping you'd reconsider the proposition. The Red Wizards of Thay are the evilish bunch of no-good evildoers I've ever heard of. I will never allow one in the community, not on my life. You've spoken to him, though. What makes you think I should allow him to set up an enclave? Hilltop would be better defended from Red Wizard we're here. Zara only wishes to bring us prosperity. If you don't have a wizard to stay, the mayor might have an accident. You make a good point. I just fear that one day we might begin to corrupt our people with their influence. Zarin can stay. I just hope we never come to regret that decision. I will make sure that the mayor draws up the correct paperwork once he sobers up. You can go tell Cesarin. Thank you. I will. Do, do, do. Go talk to this guy. So, what does the mayor's beautiful assistant have to say? The mayor said it was fine for you to stay. So, you've been great assistance, sir. When I return, I shall remember the help you lent, and you shall have the finest discount I can offer. Discount? Now, there's a word I like to hear. Alright. This is where we call this stream because it's midnight and I'm tired. It's all good. It's a Saturday night, but I'm tired now. So I've been streaming for a while, and we did finish the main campaign earlier. So our character sheet, it's looking better. Let's head over here and see. 137,206. We need 153,000. My HP's over 200 now. That's nice. We're looking pretty good. Cleric's 13, fighters at 4, so we're fine. Yeah. So, until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night. So long.